Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Ice and Dixon Show, episode number 12. A lot to talk about today, a lot of exciting stuff. And who's going to help me with that? As always, it's Dixon. Dixon, how are you?
Ice, great to be here. Thanks for hosting this, as always. You do such a good job.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Those intros are tough, you know. I never mess them up, though. Not one single time.
Not once. Never. You're really a professional.
Yeah, thanks. It's not like we just recorded that and I fucked up royally and then we had to stop and reshoot this whole thing.
Oh, stop it right now.
Definitely
didn't. Yourself.
Definitely didn't happen. I mean, I'm kind of under a lot of pressure today. A lot of crazy stuff happened today.
Is everything all right?
Well, I mean, when I say crazy stuff, like it's first world problems, like.
Oh.
So it's just a bunch of shit that I've been pushing off, like it just dumb shit. I don't know if. Are you like this with like procrastination? I'm so terrible with procrastination.
Yeah, it hits me every once in a while.
So I bought these snowboard boots that don't fit, and they were like, snowboard boots are like stupidly expensive. I don't understand why. I don't know what makes them different than a regular boot, but right. You know, I forgot to return them, so now I have to sell them on eBay because I'm past the period on that.
Oh no!
So then I'm looking for the receipt, and I'm going through. I have piles and piles of just like mail and just junk mail and my tax forms and things like that, and it's just like, oh my god, I have so much stuff. And then I go into my computer room in my office, and it's just like just more piles of garbage everywhere. Like I still have like Christmas gifts that are just sitting here that I haven't even put away. Just stuff like that. And I'm like, oh my god, well, like, what am I doing? Like, why am I such a slob? Why am I an absolute slob living in like a? I think I said this before. I'm like a dragon who's in his cave with all of his riches. That's the. Except I'm just covered in like junk mail and tax forms. Like that's pretty much me.
See, you would have avoided the whole thing with the gifts had people who have given you the gifts liquidated those gifts and given you cash instead.
Exactly. That's a huge push on the show. Liquidate the GD gifts. Just give us cash.
All we want is cash. Take your gifts, take them back to the store, and give me the cash value. That's all we want.
Because you're like your mom hands you a gift. Like before you even open it, I don't want this. Take it back.
Unless this is a box full of cash, I'm not unwrapping it.
Just take it back. Return it. Give me the cash you get for that, and hand it to me. Hand it over.
Mom, with your gifts, get over it.
Oh man, I'd feel so bad doing that to my parents. I'd probably cry like trying to say that. I'm really soft when it comes to stuff like that.
You like gifts, you do. You like stuff, right?
I mean, no, it's not. No, I mean, like, I wouldn't want to say that because, like, I wouldn't want to say that because, like, I'm too soft, like, disappointing my parents. I don't know. That's a weird thing. I don't know if that's like.
I couldn't do it either.
Yeah, but like, I gifts are nice. Like sometimes they're okay, but like, most of the time I just want cash.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Once in a while, a nice surprise gift is always nice, but nice surprise cash hoard is even better.
Now, yeah, exactly, totally different. Because then you're like, oh, well, like, what could I spend this on? You know, I could buy something that I want, like complete. You know, I could pick.
Yeah,
I could choose whatever I want.
Yeah, I'm not limited to what you thought I might like. You know,
exactly.
Or what I could use.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever gotten a gift that you just like hated like a lot, and you're just like, I don't want this at all?
I don't know. I remember one year in particular, my cousin gave me, like, the store Big Lots, they have like these gift sets, like with like, it'll be like, I don't know, Bud Light, and it's like a mug and like a bag of peanuts.
Oh yeah.
You know, like something like that. So I took that back and I got a gift card.
Those things are always so weird. It's like, where do they get all this like random shit to throw in this $5 box?
Yeah, it's like a pair of socks, a bottle opener, you know, just weird random stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, it could be good sometimes, I guess. But no, I
mean, it's the thought that counts, I guess.
I guess.
I guess the thought that counts is important, but.
Oh man.
Oh well. Here we are.
But how's your life going after my ramble there?
Pretty good. I was glad we got to actually discuss the show in person last week. You know, we were able to to eliminate the remote setup and then actually
Yeah.
interacted in person, which is good.
Yeah, that was really nice. I'm glad I got to see you. I don't see you often enough.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that right
I
now.
know. And too long. It's too long already after 1 week.
Exactly. I already missing you.
Thanks to technology, it's like you're sitting in the room here with me.
Yeah, it pretty much is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's a good thing. But no, other than that, everything's cool.
That's good. I'm glad. Hey, you know what? You know what else is really cool though? Just I had to scream this out before, but I meant to say it in the beginning of the show. But we have 4 subscribers now.
Wow, 4.
Yeah, 4 whole subs. That's crazy.
That's pretty big considering we started with 0.
Yeah, I know. Just totally organic growth. You know, watch out, DynamiteGizmo Podcast. We're friggin' coming for you.
We're gonna replace his spot on the ladder of stuff nobody listens to.
Yeah, exactly. That poor freaking guy. I could do a whole show on him. I don't know. It fascinates me. That's definitely like the autism in me. But like just looking at small channels and seeing like how they like progress and then eventually die. It's very fascinating. I mean this guy hasn't uploaded in like a year now either. I'm kind of disappointed. I'll go on there, I'll comment, be like, dude, when are you coming back? Like,
oh, he hasn't uploaded that long. Wow, I thought he was like still active recently.
No, he's he's
man.
gone. I think it's almost been a year. I'm not sure, but like this guy was he did this like every day for 12 years, and something made him stop. So I don't know what that could be.
Well, jeez, I wonder what that was. Huh?
I don't know. Maybe
HBO is doing a documentary on Larry David.
Yeah.
From Seinfeld, Curb Your Enthusiasm, all that. We should do a special, like a documentary or like a tribute on your boy.
I would love to do that. I could definitely do like a segment on him and like just to talk about him and say like what he does and what makes his show like very clearly like not entertaining. Like,
oh my god, I feel so bad. I have to watch. I haven't watched one episode. You've sent me them. I'm like, yeah, I'm not into this.
Yeah, you're just like, I don't like. Immediately, you're just like, I don't like. But it's just the way it comes off. Like he seems like a really like genuine like cool guy who maybe you could like sit at the bar with and have some drinks. But like he just gets high and his show is just like all over the place, and I don't know what. Half the time I don't know what he's talking about. Like, he kind of just rambles on. Yeah, so.
Oh, jeez, poor guy. Well, wherever you are, comment below.
Yeah, seriously, comment below. I might maybe I'll ask him to be a guest on the show. We have the same viewer base. I mean, for God's sakes.
Oh my god, that'd be awesome. That'd be so fantastic.
I would love. We should definitely do that. Again, I'm not saying that this guy is a bad guy at all. I understand why the viewership isn't there. Like I like hard facts, but like I get it. You know.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I could see that. But hey. You know, he should try. Maybe he should try again. Try another channel.
Yeah, seriously. I think you need someone else. I think doing your podcast like just by yourself is tough.
Yeah, to just keep the whole show going by yourself is definitely tough.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, thank God we have this genius duo right here.
Yeah,
coming to you live.
If we didn't have each other, I don't know where I'd be, Dixon. I really don't.
Be dead. Be lost.
It'd be over. It'd be totally over. My dreams of having a podcast.
It is you've been on this for a while, and I'm glad we finally made it happen.
I know. It's fun, isn't it? It's just fun. Yeah. I just like doing this and like just seeing the growth. Like that's awesome. And you know we're gonna start expanding on other platforms because I'm telling you, I think YouTube was the wrong play, man. I really think it was. I think I have to get us on like a podcast because like it's the fact of like the audience and like what they're searching for on YouTube. It's mostly just drama mostly like like you know our last videos on Sam Hyde and iDubbbz like they were some of the most viewed and like you look in the analytics and it's like they're searching for that but like I don't want to just focus on that so
yeah
I think a variety
some creative
show.
Freedom.
Yeah, exactly and I know I went off the handle a little BTS here but I went off the handle and I was saying oh maybe we should you know I had a manic episode for a second but Dixon talked me down and we're not going to be strictly a YouTube drama show.
That'd be awful. That'd be like that's even worse than your boy DynamiteGizmo. Like, let's talk about what everybody else talked about.
I mean, the crazy thing is, it's like, oh my god, have you ever seen these people that actually like? It's kids that they play like a video game and they'll record the footage, But then they'll just play it in the background and they'll talk over it, and it's always some like friggin' like 16-year-old kid like, okay guys, okay, today something crazy happened. I don't know if you guys saw this. It's wild. You're living under a rock if you didn't see this, but iDubbbz made a video and we're gonna talk about it today. And like that's all it is, rambling for like 15 minutes from, and they get like fucking 50,000 views. It's crazy.
Jesus. I love your voice, by the way. That was really good. That was a really good character.
Was it?
Yeah, we should bring him back, whoever that was. That was awesome.
Yeah, that's like every YouTube commentator. That's it right there.
That's awesome. That's perfect.
Yeah, well, you'll be a character on the show. We'll have to call him in sometimes to give hot takes on stuff.
Yeah, definitely. That'd be good. So what do you got for us today, my man? What are we looking at? What's the lineup?
Oh my God. I got a lot of things to talk about here. I saw the Tinder Swindler and
oh yeah.
So we could, but I also want to talk about Matt Stafford and how much of a dick he is. And,
oh my God, then, Matt Stafford.
Yeah, couldn't believe that. And then also, you want to get into Justin Trudeau a little bit, which I did as well, which is kind of crazy. So kind of a packed show, but I could start off with my Tinder Swindler breakdown quick.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear this because I've seen it, but I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, so so there's this guy who, I'm gonna spoil the entire show for everyone watching right now, but
that's all right.
I mean, it's kind of a tale as old as time, you know, gold diggers, and they're looking for someone who has a lot of money, and then this guy pretends that he has all this money, acts rich, he goes on these private flights, he takes them out to like all, you know, these places, and he like totally fucked over all these women, and essentially made them go into debt. Now here's how he ran his entire scam. And I wish I
was going to say, because doesn't he has to have some kind of cash to go on these expensive things, right?
No, that's what was kind of weird.
Yeah.
The whole, so this guy's name is Simon Leviv.
Okay.
Okay. So he's from I forget where he's from. Where
Ohio.
Where are Jewish people from? Aren't they like
Israel?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. He's Israeli.
Okay. Oh my God. Well, I really slid into this one.
Well, I'm just saying, I remember at some point they're like, oh, his father was like a rabbi or something. I'm like, oh yeah, that's Jewish. Where are the Jewish people from? Okay, Israel. Yeah. Okay. So he's Israeli.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So he's this Israeli guy. His name is Simon Leviv, and he's not a bad looking guy or whatever, but he posted on his Tinder all of these pictures of him flying on like private jets and like, you know, living the good life. He's flying fucking helicopters and planes, and he's at these clubs and everything. And he said to the girls that are featured in the show that he was the son to a man who is like the king of diamonds. So he was like a diamond guy. He ran like a diamond operation. And these girls like totally fell for it. Now, I don't know where he started. Like, I think he just swindled all these other women to give him all this money. But anyway, so here's how his scam worked. The guy's a genius, honestly. So so the first girl that they show, she's a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
She's single, which is, you know, red flag right there. And I hate to say it, but I might be disparaging the victims here. So anyway,
fair enough.
So anyway, this woman, she finally sees this Simon Leviv, and he's like, you know, he has all these pictures, like he's obviously rich, and he puts it in his bio that he has a lot of money and everything. So they match, they go on a date, and she's vibing with the guy. I would argue, obviously, because she's looking for a guy with money.
Right.
And then he goes, hey, you know, I have business to do. I'm flying out on my jet to like another country. Do you want to come with me? And she says, yeah. Wow. Yeah, sure. They're having coffee, and then like an hour later she's going on his private jet, right?
Oh boy. Yeah, nothing wrong with that scenario there.
Yeah, a little weird, right? So as they're on the flight, Simon Leviv's ex-wife is there with his kid.
Okay.
This is another weird thing, but she didn't find it a problem because like his ex-wife was like totally fine with it, and like she was just like, oh yeah, I just fly around with him, whatever. We stay together to have like our kid in touch and like to not ruin that thing. So anyway, then they land, and then like blah blah blah. So this keeps happening. They keep going on dates. They keep doing all this stuff, and her friends are texting her saying like, "This is crazy. Why are you flying with this guy?" And she said YOLO, quote YOLO. And she
All right, fair enough.
So yeah, so like she's clearly throwing caution to the wind just because this guy has money.
Yes.
Take it like let's take it a step back and say like, let's say I went out on a date with a woman. And then
wow, hard to believe.
I know.
Let's just say that I hypothetically,
let's say it was attractive. Let's say I was attractive of the opposite sex for once.
Oh, and they shut up.
They agree to go on a date with me. We have coffee for like fucking 35 minutes, and then I say, "Hey, I'm driving across the state to just stay at some place. Like, you want to come with me?" And she'd be like, no, you weirdo, absolutely not.
Yeah, absolutely. That's probably how it would go for anybody.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's just framed differently. Like, you're flying to another country with a guy, but like it's okay because he's rich or whatever. So anyway,
yeah, of course.
So they keep going on dates. He finally texts her, say like, I want to make this serious. Like, I want to make you my girlfriend. Blah blah blah. So this is where it all starts. So now they're official and everything. Now they're official and everything. The whole time he's playing this, so like they're staying in these hotels and stuff, and he has this security team too. I forgot to mention that he has this security team. I think his name is like Steve or Phil or something. Like he's some tall dude. But anyway,
right.
This whole time he's like, I have enemies. The diamond industry is a very dangerous place. I have enemies. Blah blah blah. So this girl has this idea that he's getting tracked. He's getting followed by these people that want him dead. They want to take over his fortune. Blah blah blah. So while she's away and he's across the country, like on quote unquote business, which he's really not, but he's saying, hey, I have to cancel my credit cards. These people have attacked my bodyguard. And he's sending pictures of this guy, his bodyguard, who's like bloody and everything or whatever. And like probably faked,
Yeah.
And she's like, oh my God, okay, like I'm going to take out, he's like, I have to cancel my credit card. You need to send me like a new credit card right now because they're tracking me. Like they're going to find us. You're safe, but I'm not safe. I need you to send me a credit card so they don't track it. So she does that. She signs out a credit card. He takes it, maxes it out because he's on quote unquote like business engagements and whatnot.
Jeez, all right.
Then he's like, hey, they're also tracking this now. I need cash.
Oh my God.
He's like, I need 25 grand cash right now. Help me. Like we're going to get through this. I'll give you the money, blah, blah, blah. So this dumb idiot sends him the money.
Wow.
Cuz in her mind she's like, "Oh, well he's rich, he's going to pay me back."
Right, that's the whole thing, is that he's rich, so it really doesn't matter in reality.
Yeah, so she takes out these personal loan, like keeps taking them out. And then eventually she's 175 grand in debt.
Oh my God, that's unbelievable.
He sends over a check, supposedly. She tries to cash it, doesn't work. And then suddenly he's gone in the wind. And that's it. And then on the other hand, like there was another woman involved in this who like turned out to just be his friend because like she didn't really like, she found him on Tinder but like wasn't really vibing with him, I guess.
Right.
But while this one girl was giving him all the personal loans, Simon Leviv was taking out this other girl on all these like crazy dates with his other supermodel girlfriends and like spending all of her money.
Wow, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's pretty wild how it all happened. So all these women find out about each other. They eventually like release something in the news called the Tinder Swindler. And that's the name of the article that this newspaper let out to like say that, hey, this guy is like defrauding women and everything.
Wow. So now was he arrested or something, or was he caught?
Okay, so at the end of all of this, did I explain that well? I think that was a pretty
Yeah, it was a pretty good
decent.
synopsis.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's basically what happens. There's like 2 or 3 women in it. They all get fucking hoodwinked, and like they're all still in like hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. So he gets arrested eventually, finally, but it's on different charges. It's not for defrauding these women. It's for something that he was wanted for in Israel. So he gets taken. He got like a few years in jail and then was let out on good behavior in 5 months.
Oh man.
And now he's back on Tinder and he's like a millionaire. Like, I don't know where he gets all this money. I think he just kept all the money that these women gave him.
Oh my god, it's unbelievable. It's insane.
Yeah, you could literally go on his Instagram right now, and he has like a Ferrari. He has like he's loaded. So
That's amazing.
yeah,
Wow. I'll tell you what, that's not bad work that you can do it.
yeah, I know. So the funny thing is the women that were all involved in this, they were like yeah, the paper that took our story on, they released the article called The Tinder Swindler, and they posted it on Facebook about what happened to us. This is prior to when he got arrested. And they're like 90% of the comments were just saying like, oh, like, well, you shouldn't have been a gold digger. Like, you should have saw this coming. Like, why? And they were like all upset about it. I'm like, well, I mean, like, it's kind of true. That's like, okay. Like, honestly, do you think this is victim shaming here? Or do you think it's someone who just is just being played? Like, you're just, honestly.
Like you said before, if it were just you or I, and we're on a date with a woman, possibly maybe for one time in our lives, we said, "Hey, I'm driving somewhere. Do you want to come with me?" Or I'm flying. There's no way they would go.
Exactly. There's no fucking way. So and they're trying to like defend themselves, saying like, "Oh, I'm not a gold digger. I'm just looking for someone. I'm like, that's bullshit. That's absolute bullshit." And I don't.
That's amazing.
It is like it's just I don't know. I think this guy had a good, like, I would never do it. Like, I'm not trying to defend like what he did, but at the same time I'm just saying that these women were like stupid for going along with this. Like, what's wrong with you?
Poor priorities, I guess, whatever you want to say. But that's definitely. I mean, where are you going? I mean, $25,000, credit card, all this kind of stuff. Get real.
Yeah, exactly. And the funny thing is, like, the creditors did like nothing about it. So like American Express representatives from there actually came to this woman's house because she's like, hey, this guy defrauded me. Like, I need your help. So these suits came to her house, and she showed him a picture.
Yeah,
she showed him a picture of Simon Leviv, and they're like, that's the guy. And she's like, oh, you seen him before? And he's like, he's done this like hundreds of times.
Oh my god.
Like, yeah. So like he's been doing this for a very long time, and he's been getting away with it too. And apparently he's living good. He's living real good right now.
Wow, doing well. Unbelievable. Mm-hmm. It's the whole thing is so shocking.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. But I think I mean to bring my perspective, my hot take on here. I think the problem is with like women just falling for this, like, just being gold diggers. Honestly, it's you're taking, like, immediately you should have been like, this is a red flag. You've been together. So. They were together for like a month, Dixon. Like, that was it.
Boy.
And she's and she puts herself $250,000 in debt. Like, that is just stupid.
Oh my gosh. Let me look up this Simon Leviv.
Yeah,
he is right here.
Yeah, take a look at him. He's doing okay. He's saying he's gonna come out with his own story, whatever that means.
Yeah, it's his bio. My enemies are after me. Send money to save me. Smiley face.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
He has a private profile, but he has 68,000 followers.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, the funniest thing is that he has a website now where he gives like investment advice or something like that. Oh
my god.
Oh, it's
amazing.
It's so funny. But he doesn't want to be in the documentary or anything. Like, he was like, it's so funny because they have a bunch of voice messages from like that WhatsApp, and like they kept playing like the voice messages he would leave the women and stuff. And he's like, he's like, I will not take part in this. I will sue you for everything you have. Like, the lawsuit will be coming, and like that. That was the only thing he said in response to being asked to be in the documentary.
Wow. Well, sounds like they don't have any money.
Yeah.
So I guess it's over. Oh man, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. But yeah, he got away with it. I mean, the one thing, like, this guy is like a piece of shit. Like 100%.
Yeah.
Like, he was calling these women and like saying he was gonna like attack him and attack them and things like that. He's like, you don't know who you're messing with, and like, I could do like crazy stuff to you. It's he's kind of a shitbag. But at the same time, I'm not blaming the women for that, obviously. But just getting tied up in this goon, like, come on.
Yeah, really.
What do you think? What do you think, honestly?
I think I'd have to agree with you on that. I mean, it's the guy's a shitbag, but I mean,
it's like,
just to buy in, buy into his thing, to be a little more cautious, and maybe it's not the best idea to just hop on a plane or send him a credit card.
Yeah,
it's not like it's your dad.
Exactly, exactly. It's like you barely know this person. Yeah. It's so crazy.
Well,
I don't even, Dixon, I've spent my whole life with myself. I don't even know myself yet. And they're fine.
That's great. And you're right. That's true.
Yeah. So like, if I'm going into like student loan debt territory for this freaking guy, I ain't doing that a second time. It's not happening.
Yeah, really. Seriously. Well, I guess they learned their lesson, maybe.
No, they're all still on Tinder too, which is pretty funny.
Oh my God, it's unbelievable.
Yeah. So
well, maybe go for the poor bastard who has a dead end 9-to-5 job this time instead of Mr. Diamonds.
Exactly. I mean, like, it's so funny. It's so funny when I just think about that dynamic between the sexes with things like that. It's like, and I love women. This isn't like, I'm not trying to argue that this is a thing that like women are born with. I think it's a societal thing. I think women are molded by society, what they see in movies and things like that. Like, it's kind of toxic when you think about it. It's like, oh, you could, movies and shows and stuff like that. It's like, oh, you could, be with a guy who's like a rich millionaire or whatever. Like, they push that idea, and that's why. Oh yeah. I think I brought this up to you before. Like, that's why you see women who are like waiting in line, like for backstage to see, like, I don't know, some like famous music artist performer. I don't know. Right. And whereas like men, like, are they lining up to see like fucking, I don't know, Miley Cyrus or something? Like, men are not like, oh my God, I got to get backstage. I can't wait I have to see her. Like, that doesn't happen. It's just
I have to see her.
I have to see her. Oh, maybe she'll marry me. Oh, please marry me, Miley. Yeah. Like, that it just doesn't happen.
Yeah, no, it's a different dynamic, I suppose.
It is, but again, I'm not saying that women are like. I'm not saying women are inherently like that. I think it's just it's like societal conditioning that they are attracted to that, like wealth and power, pretty much.
Yeah, well, you can't blame them, I guess.
Yeah, if Miley Cyrus came up to you and said, "I'll marry you right now," Dixon, what would you do?
100%. I've always had a crush on Miley, low key.
Oh yeah,
maybe not, but like,
I'd like to see her. Never mind. I'm not gonna say that. I was trying to make a joke to say I'd like to see her naked where everyone in the world has, but it just sounded bad.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That was ice cold. That was pretty good. Now, she's not much for the. I really liked her one New Year's Eve performance. I was like, oh my God, I'm so in love with Miley Cyrus. Probably because I was 16 beers deep, but
yeah, I mean, I
moved on.
Obviously, it's just, I don't know. There's nothing like attractive to me about, like, it's like, oh they're a celebrity. I don't know. It just doesn't, like, that. The whole celebrity aspect doesn't do anything for me. It's are you hot? Excuse me. Are you hot? Like, that's all I care about. Yeah. I guess,
Yeah, I hear you. That's the truth too. I mean, I was never a big fan of like whoever they think is hot. Like I don't know, like that Scarlett Johansson. I really don't think she's hot, so she doesn't really do anything for me. So I'm just kind of ignore, you know.
Yeah, exactly. It's not. It's
Yeah.
not like. Yeah, but I don't know. Like, but if you watch like a group of women watch like a like just I always say Justin Bieber because that's the only person I can ever think about.
Harry Styles would be a good one. I think Harry Styles would be a better one. More
Okay,
relevant.
yeah, okay. Let's say Harry Styles. You watch a group of women that are watching Harry Styles, like they're gonna be gushing over him, saying he's so hot, I want to marry him, blah blah blah. But like
Yeah,
it's just
right.
totally different dynamic with men. But I think
Yeah.
in a different universe it might be the other way. I think it's just how society is.
Yeah, society is the key here, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Oh well. Well, hey,
I
stay
don't
off
know.
Tinder, everybody.
Yeah, seriously, stay off Tinder. Don't fall for guys that are gonna fly you across the country because they're probably, honestly, you're probably gonna go to like some like I don't know like human meat market, or you're gonna be sold into like into like slavery. Like that's what's gonna. It's like the
Yeah,
most
really,
likely
like,
thing. Yeah.
yeah, seriously, unbelievable.
Yeah. I don't know. So don't do that, everyone.
Well,
That's a bottom line. That's our hot take.
yep.
Get to know
Avoid that
someone.
at all
Get to know
costs.
someone. Yeah.
Meet somebody in person, for God's sake. Go to a bar, a
Seriously.
grocery store, a bookstore, something.
God, we got to bring this social aspect back. We got to, we got to reject modernity and go back to tradition. That's what we have to do. Embrace tradition.
I think you're right.
Probably a lot healthier socially, honestly. Like,
Oh yeah.
I feel like things like this wouldn't happen. I feel like you'd be able to if you have more social skills, you'd be able to suss out like what's actually happening to you if you're getting conned.
It's probably, yes, you're probably correct. There would be some sort of I don't know, instinct or something telling you to avoid this rich man
Yeah.
who needs a credit card, and you're not going to fly across the world with him.
Yeah, for red flags right there. So yeah, that's our hot take.
Well, thanks for breaking that down. I actually am still I am gonna watch that because that'd be interesting to me.
No, definitely watch it. I
Yeah.
recommend that to you. I recommend that to our 4 subs. I recommend that to everyone listening. You would definitely go watch it. It's pretty good.
Drop a comment below after you watch it.
Yeah, seriously, let us know what you think. Are we misogynistic pigs for saying that they're not victims or what? I don't know. I mean, no, they are victims. I just think that they brought it to themselves.
Yes.
So I'm not saying they
Just
don't
diff-
deserve. Yeah.
There's different levels of victimhood. I think maybe.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
if I walk into like a crack house and I get stabbed, it's like, well, maybe you shouldn't have been there. Like maybe you shouldn't have been there in the first place.
Walking.
Well, I don't know. They told me to come down to South Side and just I don't know. They seem cool. I met the guy for 10 minutes. Like,
Oh man, that's so true. It's very true.
yeah. Oh man.
So what else we got?
Well, let's flip the script. Well, enough bashing on the women. Let's bash. Well, this guy's kind of effeminate himself. The biggest cuck of Canada, our old buddy Trudeau.
Oh my God, unbelievable.
I can't
know-
freaking believe. I can't stand this guy.
Oh, I know, he's awful. It's funny because when I was in an undergrad in college, young boy,
Long time ago.
a long time ago. I was in English classes and stuff, and he had just got elected or whatever at the time, and he's an English major. He has an English degree. So the one professor I had was like, oh, everybody asked me, well, what could you do with an English degree? Well, you could become the Prime Minister of Canada.
I love that. That's great.
Like that was a big thing.
That's awesome.
So now, like the people that were in my classes, they were kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
They were kind of strange, and you find out pretty quickly you don't have much of a future, at least from maybe a professional standpoint.
Yeah. So
more or
like,
less it could be a hobby.
Yeah. So like the 0.1% are going to be successful in
Yes.
that. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I will say this though: soft skills are the most important things to employers. They don't want to admit that, but they do. It is true. They look people with soft skills that can communicate and write, whatever.
Oh my
So
God!
if you balance-
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I don't think I've used like 5% of what I learned in college in the job. It's all on the job. That's the biggest lie you've ever been told in college.
Oh,
Like,
100%. Absolutely.
Yeah,
You need like 1 year of school, maybe even that. I don't even know if you need that.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, yeah. But so you got your boy Trudeau up there.
Yeah.
And it was just so shocking, like just his defiance and just none of the stuff he's doing makes sense.
Yeah, he's really he's
yeah.
hard on this, like real hard on this. Yeah.
He has these a state of emergency because of the pandemic and this blockade and the protesters and everything else. How this protest is invalid for some reason. That's not good. It's illegal. It's against the law. Is what he's declaring it.
Yeah. So and this whole, I mean, I think everyone probably by now knows what the whole trucker protest is about. It's about them not wanting the mandate. They don't want the vaccine mandate and everything, and they're essentially blocking down roads and honking like nonstop, right?
Yeah.
If I'm correct there, which I mean, I hate to bring this up, but back when last year when BLM was blocking roads, it was all very cool and very good, and we were all supporting that. We were all cheering for it. So I don't understand the change now. I don't get it.
It's a pretty quick turnaround because you had BLM, which was I think you had legit protests, and then you had this, I think I'd argue, a fringe, and maybe just troublemakers.
Yeah, 100%.
Of BLM, looting businesses, burning down businesses. However, none of that was condemned. It was never like, oh, stop doing that.
Exactly. You're 100% right. Like no media figure, no politician ever came out and said, stop doing this. Like, just stop. We hear what you're saying. We understand. But like,
yeah.
How about you just stop like burning down like Grandpa Joe's like fucking farmer's shop over there? Like, how about you just stop? Don't do that.
that would be good. And remember, I think it was Chris Cuomo on CNN. He's like, "Who said that protest has to be polite or controlled or whatever it is?" They were really in reality like, okay, anything goes because these people are angry, and we get it. And now you have this whole different side. And did you see he was in Parliament the other day?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And it's insane because you have the Conservative Party, and there's a woman speaking, and she has, like, a pretty interesting haircut. Pretty architectural haircut. Like, half of the is, like, shaved off,
Yeah, and you'd be able to tell which way she goes if you're looking at the haircut. Yeah.
Right, yeah. And it turns out she's Jewish, right?
Really?
So yeah, and then there's other people in the group. One guy, and you don't want to put these people on the radars or use them as a token. But you have one guy. He's wearing a turban, basically.
Mm-hmm. Oh, like a Sikh. Yeah.
Yeah, like a Sikh. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
And then an African American woman, an older African American woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're going and they're attacking Trudeau and saying, how did you change your tone? You're supposed to stand for all of Canada. You're supposed to let people trust you. And all of a sudden, you're totally different. He responds back is that, if you're standing with these people, you're standing with people who are Nazis and are waving the Confederate flag.
Okay. Now here, to the whole thing of that, and that's the only response that he had is like, well, my conservative colleagues are standing with Nazis. Like one friggin' guy had like a Nazi flag, and the truckers told him to take it down, and like that's as far as that went. But now Trudeau is using that as like, oh well, they're all Nazis, and like you're a Nazi if you support them, and they're racist and they're violent. Oh, okay, okay, Trudeau, yeah.
And then the follow-up was like, oh, I want to stand with the Canadians who want to create jobs. What are you even talking about? What are you even saying?
Yeah, what does that even mean? And like, there's no substance behind what he has to say. From the videos that I've seen, it's mostly just like they have all these, attacks and criticisms, I guess I could say, against Trudeau. But he just stands up, like after they say something, he stands up and he just goes, oh, well, I don't support Nazis, and they're flying Nazi flags, and acting like it's like a literal Nazi rally. It's ridiculous.
It's unbelievable how, like I said, how just unresponsive, how unwilling, and just totally defiant, and like totally like off the charts in terms of like now they're going to include online-based donation platforms as part of some sort of regulation. Like they're going to see what the donations are. It's going to be part of a terroristic operation kind of deal. It's just unbelievable. It's amazing. I can't get it.
Exactly, and it's a slippery. I know a lot of people online don't like this argument, but like it really is like a slippery slope. Like if you are taking the stance that if a protest is something that you don't like, you could just enact quote unquote emergency powers and freeze
Yeah.
these guys' assets. Like that's scary. That is
Oh, yeah.
authoritarian as fuck. That is it's absolutely insane to me. And I don't care if this is like on either side, like regardless of what this is. Like could you imagine if Trump said I'm freezing all the assets and all donations that are going to BLM right now?
Oh my
Could
God.
you imagine?
Yeah. There's it would be literally an uproar from every single side, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I would say like, and even me, like, you know, saying that I didn't like the rioting and stuff, I would even come out and say like that is completely fucked, and we are
Yeah.
we are in like a bad time right now if this is possible, because then you
Yes.
could really just do that. You could deem anyone a terrorist that you don't like. The controlling party that's in power, if there's a protest that's against them, they could just say,
Yes.
oh, well, you know, they're terrorists and they're disrupting the nation and we're going to freeze their assets. And I think that's worse even than bringing in the police to push them out.
Oh yeah, 100%. That's definitely, it's a whole nother level.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, you know, we disperse them versus, hey, they can't eat for fucking until they stop.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean?
Amazing. Really is amazing.
It really is. What do you think is going to eventually happen with this? Like, I obviously
I don't know what the
Trudeau's
resolution's going to be.
obviously he's going through with this. I'm very curious to see how this actually impacts the whole protest, though.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the effects are. I mean, it's just really, really interesting.
Yeah.
And then you have the flip side of it. You have Ukraine and Russia, which I just think is a big old flex by your boy.
Oh my God,
by your boy
that's
Putin.
I've been on this so hard. I've been on
Yeah.
every week. I text Dixon, hey man, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to see you tomorrow. Like the world's going to be up in flames. I love you, man. The Baltic regions are getting crazy right now.
And it's like I think it's a classic Putin move.
Yeah, I guess you're
that
right.
you make the U.S. the aggressor, because didn't Biden say, "Oh, it's going to be a long and bloody war if Russia invades"? What the hell? Nobody even said anything.
Yeah,
So it's going to be U.S. Yeah, U.S. is going to be the bad guy again.
Yeah, can we just like calm the hell down and not? How about we not do that? How about we not make it a bloody war? But again, you're right. It's just it's Putin flexing and him making the U.S. out to be the bad guy. And he's done this historically, but
yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen. Didn't they just like launch like artillery strikes or something? They were like firing on like the border. They didn't aim at anyone, but they were like firing. Didn't that just happen?
Just right to the rim. Probably. I didn't see that.
Yeah. I think I honestly think that did happen, but I'm not entirely sure.
You know, that's Putin's way of doing business, but I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah, I think it probably will be a flex, and you know, maybe he'll drag this out, and then like next month it'll be over. Hopefully, I really hope so.
There's the president of Ukraine. It's pretty funny. He was a comedian and an actor.
No way.
Yeah, pretty funny. Like kind of like a celebrity, and then he got elected as their official.
That's great. That's kind of has the callings to Trump there almost.
Yeah, 100%. Like yeah, he's the guy on TV, and then everybody voted for him.
That's pretty funny.
Well, we'll see what happens. Stay tuned. If you're listening to the show, I guess we're not in nuclear war yet.
Yeah, you know, if you're listening to this tomorrow, you might be in your bunker listening to us. I hope we bring you some joy. Everything will be fine. Keep your head down.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Either that or you're waiting for supplies from Canada, which will never arrive, ever.
Oh,
what a society! What a society this is turning into. It's unbelievable.
It's like we got through the vid, and now it's like, oh, hey, we got through that. Oh well, Trudeau's acting authoritarian emergency powers, and like Russia and Ukraine is going to go to war, and we might be involved. So enjoy that. Can we just get a goddamn break, Dixon? Like,
give us 1 year off.
Man, oh my God! I wish we could go back to like the early 2000s and like everything.
Oh,
well,
man,
actually, no, I can't even say that because we were in war with Iraq. Jesus.
Oh yeah.
The recession too.
Yeah, the recession. Just like I don't know, when was a good time? I guess no time was really that great.
Wow, we really should the '90s, I guess. I don't know. Nothing. What was going on?
1997 seems like a pretty innocent year, if I had to guess.
Let's shoot for that. We look it up. It's like, what is that? The Gulf War or something? Isn't another one?
Yeah, Gulf War was early 90s. Princess Diana, I think, was died in 97, I think.
Oh my God.
Jeez, no year is sacred.
All right, it's been pretty shitty. Okay, best years are ahead of us. Let's just say that. The best years
the best
are
is
ahead
yet
of us.
to come.
Yeah, I like that. Oh my God.
Man,
yeah.
Well, hopefully, good luck to the truckers up there. Liquidate your gifts. This is a good time to do that.
Yeah, please, for
Keep
the love of God,
cash.
do it. Absolutely, you're gonna need it. You're gonna need it. I hope you have Otherwise, that cuck Trudeau is gonna be coming after you.
Speaking of cucks,
yes.
I think we have to go on to the.
I'm curious where this is going.
The Super Bowl champion winning quarterback Matt Stafford.
Oh my goodness! I just saw this yesterday, and it pissed me off. It really pissed me off.
So to begin with, I was never a Stafford fan. Stafford was in Detroit for years, and there was issues in Detroit, and it wasn't just Detroit. It wasn't the Lions being the sucky Detroit Lions. It was culture, and it was Matt Stafford. Like Matt Stafford had major issues in Detroit. So he goes to L.A., which is insane because for him to go from the Lions to L.A. and win a Super Bowl and become a hero is just unbelievable, just insane.
Right.
And the guy went to Georgia, whatever. Bulldogs, whatever. Do your thing. It's a fine, I guess, whatever.
Yeah, I guess.
But so wins the Super Bowl, becomes a hero. Whatever, does his thing.
Yeah.
So then you sent me yesterday.
Out of the blue.
Out of the blue. Like, oh, did you see this? And I'm like, oh my God. So describe the video. What happens in the video?
Okay, so Matt Stafford he's with his wife, and they're at like a celebration for them winning the Super Bowl, right? And they're on this big stage for whatever reason. And a photographer who's like, licensed to take pictures of the LA Rams tries to get a picture with Stafford and his wife. They're on the edge of the stage. And you see the video, they're Stafford and the wife are posing. The photographer's in front of them, and she backs up and just drops. She drops off the back of the stage, and it was like an 8 to 10 foot drop.
Oh,
and she falls and breaks her spine. Okay.
Oh my God.
But what does Stafford do? He looks and he almost looks like he goes, "Oh damn!" And then he takes a sip of his fucking water and just turns around and walks away.
Yeah. And his wife goes over to the ledge to check on it, right?
Yeah, got to give the wife credit. The wife looked very concerned. Stafford literally could not. You couldn't act more disinterested in this girl breaking her spine than Matt Stafford. It's almost
like
did.
It was like an awkward, like he was having an awkward moment. Like he's like, oh shit, and then he turned around and walked away.
What possessed everyone's like, oh, he was drunk, and like, okay, I've been drunk before. I think if I saw someone fall and break their spine, I think I'd be a little concerned, or at least be like, oh, come on, don't even say it.
I've seen you pretty drunk.
What I'd be like, bro, dude, that was crazy, dude.
It's unbelievable because that Stafford is such a douchebag, and even more of a douchebag now. And everything was like LA Rams. It was Stafford and Joe Burrow on the Bengals. Joe Burrow was like, whatever, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not too sold on Joe Burrow. Everybody seems like they're hot on this Joe Burrow, but whatever.
No, go ahead.
Yeah. No, I was just gonna say it's just battle of two douchebags, in my opinion.
But like, do you think what he did? Like, he was like, I don't care. Like, if you were that drunk, first of all, if you were that drunk that you didn't care someone fell off a stage, you wouldn't be able to walk. Like, you wouldn't be able to see it. I'm telling you right now. If I was blackout drunk, then like I would walk away, but I wouldn't be standing. I wouldn't be able to physically pose for a picture. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He looks completely coherent at that moment.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. He looks completely coherent, but he sees his woman fall and he just leaves. He doesn't care. It doesn't like I can't imagine being in that mindset. Even if she fell down on the ground and just tripped. Like, wouldn't you be like, "Hey, are you okay?" So is this Stafford just like a fucking D-bag now that he like won the Super Bowl? He just thinks he's the shit.
I think he was like that the whole time.
Okay.
And I think like I said, in Detroit, I think it There was a lot of problems in Detroit, but he was definitely not helping the situation. And you know, coming from Georgia, SEC football, where SEC football is everything. Like it's that's it. It's bigger than the NFL. It's your whole day is dedicated to it. And so you're used to a certain way of performing and acting and everything else. And I don't think he was happy with being in Detroit. And now he goes to LA and wins the Super Bowl, and he's this hero. Mm-hmm. Now, they did say that they were going to pay for the medical bills.
Oh, my God. Give me a fucking break. Give me a fucking break. If this was not recorded, they would never have done that. They would never, ever have done it. And also what's ridiculous, and not to get too political here, it's kind of ridiculous that you could break your spine on the job and still have fucking medical bills to fix your spine. Like, doesn't insurance cover that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know what kind of insurance the photographers have, to be honest with you. So maybe I don't know.
I guess that's true. I don't know. Kind of crazy, if you ask me.
It's amazing to me too, not to get political, is that at the Super Bowl, I'd say, I don't know, 95% of the people there didn't have a mask on.
Oh my God, that was another thing. Yeah,
they required masks or vaccination or something at the parade that Stafford was at, where this woman dropped.
Yeah, where she dropped.
Yeah, and then they still require masks in Los Angeles County schools.
Yeah, what the fuck's going on there? It's. I know. I'm just saying, like, it's all about money. They're like, hey, like, people are gonna buy all these things, and like, we're not gonna dissuade anyone by having them to wear masks. Like, we're just gonna fucking just bring them all in.
And then, like nobody, like I said, nobody really cares if you're in the masks. All right, fine, whatever. I just really would just want everybody to leave me alone. Yeah. But in reality, you have the mayor of Los Angeles, Eric Garcetti, and he's at the playoff game or the divisional with the LA Rams, and he's there and he's posing for a picture without a mask on. Instead of saying, I fucked up, whatever, or it is what it is. We have to move on. I have my vaccine, whatever it might be.
Yeah.
He says, no, for the picture I was holding my breath. And this is a couple weeks ago. So now he's at the Super Bowl. And now he's on video talking to people, which I think requires you to breathe without a mask on.
Oh my God, this is fucking great. This is
it is unbelievable. It is unbelievable. Just be consistent. But they think people are so stupid,
Yeah, that's the problem. Fuck these guys. Like that's so funny. Do you see the memes? It's like, world record breath holder. Like
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh my God,
it's unbelievable.
Fuck all these people, seriously. Like, it's just, they got the holier than thou attitude, and I think they just look down on, like, quote unquote regular people who just say, I don't have to fucking listen to that. Like, I make the rules or whatever. I'm fucking rich. I don't have to listen. But like, you fucking peasants have to.
Yeah, I think there's a whole nobility and morality associated with all these things, and they couldn't care less.
Yeah, it's like hypocrisy in its like purest form. Like right here we're seeing it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, so congratulations to the Rams, I guess.
Yeah. After all that, fuck you, Stafford. Congrats to the Rams, and wear your mask too. And but if you're not, hold your breath. Like every single celebrity and the mayor did on that day.
Yeah. Jay-Z, LeBron James, everybody who was calling people out, LeBron James especially, Mr. Twitter, who just tears people apart. Everything is racist and the vaccine and all this stuff. There he is walking around with an entourage, no mask. Okay.
See, this is the kind of shit that it makes me fucking hate every celebrity. I can't stand these people. I can't stand these people. And it's just the way that they look down on like the general population, like general public. Like that's what pisses me off the most.
Yeah. I was never a fan of LeBron James. I don't know. It just it is what it is.
No,
I mean, I think Michael Jordan was a better player. I think it was a totally different game back then.
100%. Wasn't LeBron in that Space Jam too?
Yeah, and I didn't see it. I don't even know. I don't know what it was like.
Got bad reviews. I think got very bad reviews. So like that makes sense. Yeah. So
if I understand, remember the female bunny, like Bugs Bunny's girlfriend in theory.
Yeah, they desexualized her.
Yeah. I remember she was like always like low key hot, like back in, like she was like pretty hot.
Yeah, not to like play into my furry fetish or anything, but yeah, she was pretty hot.
Yeah, it's pretty hot for an animated rabbit.
Yeah, she. I love the memes where they were showing like the previous version of her versus like the new version. It said like, "Don't forget what they took from you."
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god! But I mean,
It's like,
yeah, it's like who cares? Make her hot, you know? Do what you want. This anthropomorphic, fucking hot bunny.
but why did they? Isn't that against the whole thing? Like the furry movement? Like what? What do you? You
Oh
know, are we
yeah,
supposed to be inclusive?
yeah, 100%. Yeah, it is against the furry movement because you're saying that like furries can't be sexualized, which I
Yeah.
would argue the whole furry movement is a weird sexual kink that they just
Oh,
they
it
just
is.
don't say it, but
Well, possibly, I would say like the people that are dressed in the furry things, they're probably the unsexiest people. I mean, why would you just want to cover
oh my
yourself
god.
in those weird costumes? I mean, not, I don't know. All right, yeah, they're weird. I'm saying it right
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
It's a weird thing.
just say it. Just say it. You know you want
God
to.
damn it! Sick of being PC.
You think we can say whatever we want on here? It's well, just play it off as comedy. Did you do you ever see like a hot like furry girl?
No, I have not. I don't think.
I was just I don't know why why like this came up, but like a friend who I think we both used to know, but we talked about going to a like we're like, oh, we were single at the time, just being losers, and we were like, you think we could ever go to like these weird like conventions and just pick up like
Yeah,
hot nerd girls, like
yeah.
just because we have like the social ability. Like, yeah, like
Right,
we could
right,
probably do that, but I mean they'd still be weirdos, right?
right. Yeah, it's a good point. That's a really good point. You think about that. You insinuate yourself into a situation like that where you could possibly have a conversation with them.
Yeah, because
And
think of the
yeah,
guys that are there. They're probably the weirdest friggin'
yeah,
people you've ever met in your life.
yeah. They're definitely have the inability to connect with anybody.
Yeah, exactly.
That is a really funny idea. That's really hilarious.
It's like, hey, just let's go to one of these conventions and just do it. Let's figure it out.
Now, when the furries when they do intercourse, are the genitals exposed through the
That
costumes?
I haven't looked that much into it, but
It's one of
maybe
those things I was wondering because like is there a flap or maybe it's just simulated?
I think I honestly think they keep the head thing on.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's
Oh
got
boy.
yeah, it's a little strange.
I will say they're probably you know adventurous. I guess.
Oh my god, they're probably freaks,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
That's
It'd be interesting.
yeah, definitely. But we really went a weird direction on this show, but I love it. I love it.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's just something else. It's a new age.
Yeah. So again, congrats to the LA Rams. Yeah,
Yep.
we gotta love them. All right.
Big congrats,
Yeah, big congrats to you guys.
friends of the show.
Yeah, friend of the show, except Stafford. I fucking
Yeah,
I hate that guy. Fuck you, Stafford.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
all
I
I'm
hate that
saying.
guy too. He
Yeah,
sucks so bad.
he does. Yeah,
Oh
but
well.
you know what? How about you buy the girl a house too? How about you do that?
Yeah, yeah. Really. Seriously.
Like, I
Unbelievable.
wonder. Real quick before we end the show though, I want to know what the girl I want to know what the girl is like. Hey, yeah, like I don't know why. Like I saw the video. I don't. That's a really fucked up thing for him to do. I'm curious on that.
Yeah, it's a really funny thing for him to do. Yeah, I'll be interested to see her response.
Yeah, maybe we'll bring it up next show if she gives one, but we'll see.
Yeah, that'd be good. Comment below if you were the girl that fell off the stage, and
Yeah, yeah,
Stafford ignored you.
yeah. Please let us know if it's you. Oh,
Identify
man.
yourself.
Yeah, ID yourself now.
I'll see you at the furry convention.
Oh man, that's great.
All right, man.
Yeah, well, good show, and thanks for listening, everyone. And hit that subscribe button for more furry talks and whatever else we get into.
It's a really funky adventure, so stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned. You never know what we're gonna talk about. We'll see you next time, everyone.
Peace.